Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks so much for tuning in on Monday for our 1 p.m. emergency management updates related to COVID-19. My name is Debbie Bell, and I'm the Health Education Director with the Franklin County Health Department. Joining me today, we have our Mayor, Lane Wilkerson, the Franklin County Judge Executive, Houston Wells, and our Director of Frankfort and Franklin County Emergency Management, Tom Russell. Everyone today, looking forward to having some good discussion related to our community. And with that said, I'll come over to you, Mayor, and if you could give us an update on the city operations and just a general update on possible openings and so forth.
Okay, thank you, Debbie, and good to see everyone again. It's been a couple of weeks already, and ready or not, we are coming to the opening of I guess back to the normal society, if you will, in June. And as for the city, I'll talk about city government. We will be looking at holding our city commission meetings in person again. I believe the work session in June, which I believe is June 14. I don't know if we're going to open it up for everyone yet, but at least make it available for citizens' comments for people to come and speak directly to the board. But I don't know yet if we'll open it up, all the way to the public, but at least we're all going to be in the same room again. And as far as the vaccinations, we got to, this is it. We've got a deadline coming up, June 11. That's when the governor's going to open everything up. And I just want to try to use that as a deadline to just get as many vaccinations as we can to get Franklin County at least closest to herd immunity in the state.
Thanks so much, Mayor. I appreciate your update. Judge, let's come over to you, and if you could give us an update at the county level.
Yeah, thank you, Debbie. And first and foremost, thanks to all of you at the Health Department for your fantastic job of getting us vaccinated and tested, and your great work. Nothing but great accolades are coming from the general public talking about what a fantastic job you all are doing. So praise to your staff, all the people at the Health Department, and their fantastic work. So that's first and foremost. Second, and the mayor and I are so proud, and the statistics that we have is that we have now surpassed Woodford County as the top county in the state of Kentucky for vaccinations, and we are so proud of that. And keep up the good work, keep getting vaccinated, and you're right, Mayor. Let's get herd immunity in our community. And June 11th is going to be a big day, and so things are getting close to normal. And as a matter of fact, it's interesting now. I've been going to the gym, and I've always worn my mask, and a couple of times I've taken my mask off because they say if you've been vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. And I feel really funny. I don't feel very comfortable in the gym without my mask. I've been so used to it. But all those are the kinds of things that we are going to have to get used to again, is back to the normal stuff. But let's talk about this weekend. This weekend is going to be Memorial Day weekend, which is the normal kickoff to summer. And I'm pleased to announce that the splash pad, which is a huge attraction for our Lakeview Park, will be open, and we'll encourage all the mamas and their children to come out and enjoy the splash pad. It's going to be great weather, from what I understand, hopefully for this weekend. And normalcy is just going to be so exciting for all of us. And the mayor was talking about the city commission coming back on this Thursday. Our fiscal court will be coming back into our room for fiscal court meetings. We're still going to have the public zoom in for when they make presentations, but the fiscal court will be in person. And a lot of our department heads can either come in person or will be presenting on Zoom. So semi-normal, but we're all back in the same room together. So Debbie, we're excited to hear what the health department is doing with the students in our community and how you're vaccinating them. And I'll let you expand on that. But most of all, thanks again for your all's great work. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge. And just, I want you to know, we take those kind words to heart, and we are appreciative of the support that we have received from the community. So many thanks to everyone for being so welcoming to us. Before we go into the case update, I'm going to come to Mr. Russell there and see if there's any updates at the emergency management level.
Thank you, young lady. How are you today?
Very good. Thank you.
Good. So I think what I would like to point people at is the June 11th date. Even though that we are anticipating the governor making changes to a lot of his mandates, I don't think that the public needs to forget that COVID-19 will still be out there, will still be prevalent in certain areas. There will be hot spots. And I don't think the public needs to forget that they can still get vaccinated at any time, even after June the 11th. I think it's a personal decision that people need to make. And if you're vulnerable and you're in the vulnerable population now, you will be until this goes away. And just because we are changing some of our mandates does not mean that that the COVID-19 has gone. It could still rear its ugly head anytime. And I think that the population as a whole needs to remember that and try to get vaccinated or take the vaccinations whenever you have the opportunity. That will certainly help to take care of any local hotspots that we may have at any time. But I don't want people to forget to think just because June 11 is here that the disease is gone, that this virus is gone. It is not. Thank you, ma'am.
So much for that reminder. And on that note, just such wise words. The pandemic is still very present within our community. We are reporting still 24 active cases of COVID-19 here within Frankfort and Franklin County. So while that number is lower and we are seeing those trends go in the direction that we want them, we still have cases. Since we've been in March of 2020, we now have a total community of 3,969 cases. So just like Mr. Russell said, we are getting ready to approach another milestone, if you will. Will we hit that 4,000 mark for our community with positive COVID cases? I hope not, but the reality is COVID-19 is still there. So we've talked a little bit about the governor's report coming in 11, and there's a lot of excitement around the date where we see things continue to be lifted, some of these mandates that were there, and giving a little bit more flexibility in our community. And in effort to get everything for that, County Health Department is working to offer these vaccines to as many people that are interested in those. We are at a point where we are doing our best to come to you, and a couple of dates I'd love to share with you today. Our health is with Western High School and Bondrick Middle School, where we are offering the Pfizer vaccine to those students that are 12 years of age, 12 to 15, are now eligible for Pfizer. So we have been there since 9 this morning. We'll be there until 2 today. Tomorrow, we are in Franklin High School, where we'll be offering the Pfizer vaccine also at Franklin High School, Elkhorn Middle School, the Homeschool Association students, and private school students. So we encourage parents that if you are interested in having this vaccine for your children, that are 12 years of age and older that you visit our website at fchd.org and /Pfizer, PIER. So we'll be on out of town tomorrow. That link will be open until this evening, midnight, so you can register your student for that vaccine. We are also really excited to have the community partners working with us.
You're cutting out, Debbie. We can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this better, everyone?
Yes,
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. But some of our community partners on June the 3rd, this is an exciting day for anyone that likes pizza. Do you all like pizza? So we are working with Da Vinci's, the owners at Da Vinci's Pizza, and they are partnering with us to provide a 10-inch cheese pizza from 12 until 2 p.m. for anyone that comes out to get a vaccine. So we will have the Johnson & Johnson vaccine from 12 to 2. So if that is a vaccine that you are interested in, we invite you to come out, have lunch, and get a vaccine. On Friday, June 11th, we will be working alongside the Salvation Army and Emergency Management in providing vaccines as part of their Stand Down program for veterans. So that's going to be at the Farmers Market location on Friday, June the 11th from 2 to 6 p.m. And I believe the vaccines will be there the latter part of the day, so 4 to 6 p.m. And then we are going to be at Fit for Life Gym on Monday, June the 14th. So multiple opportunities coming up for individuals to continue to receive that vaccine if they have not done so and they are interested in receiving that. So I hope the community will take advantage of those opportunities.
Debbie, we didn't hear your first announcement about June the 2nd or 3rd. That we didn't hear where that was going to be. You talked about the pizza, but we didn't hear where it was going to be.
Okay, thanks for letting me know, Judge. We are actually going to be at Da Vinci's Pizza on June the 3rd from 12 until 2. You don't need an appointment. It's walk-up registration. It moves very, very quickly. So you don't have to call us. Just show up for pizza and a shot between 12 and 2 p.m.
Thank you.
Does anyone have anything else that we need to share with our community before we close today?
Debbie, if you don't mind, some people still need to be tested, and you want to speak to that?
Yes, that's such a great question. We are still offering testing on a weekly basis through the Franklin County Health Department. We are shifting our days a little bit just to provide some flexibility for our community. So what we are asking is if you are interested in having a COVID test, that you either call us at 564-7647, or you can visit our website again at fchd.org. And we have right on our homepage a box that can be clicked and you can register for a COVID test. And thank you, Judge. That was a great reminder.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for taking the time to share your updates with our community. Thank you all so much for what you are doing in our community. It is certainly a wonderful place to be. So we thank our community for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you all again in 2 weeks. So have a great week.